Hello and welcome to Found in Japan. My name's William, and we are right now in my car outside Family Mart, my favorite conveni little store that here is in Japan. Let's see if this works. Uh, I have a drink. This is the afternoon tea, Gogo no Kocha. This is a royal milk tea or sweetened condensed tea. The orange lid means that it is warm. It's got a little mix up at the bottom. Very, very tasty. All right. So Luke, my brother in the chat, I couldn't get my other devices to work. So I have the MacBook over here playing. This way I can uh, actually hear you guys. So can you say something else, Louis? Um, I happen to have also bought some bread. This is a
Luke Haynes said hello.
Oh, nice. I can hear you perfectly. This is a shirunama or just white kopepan. This is a like a soft bread. It's not really been baked hard. It is extremely soft, like soft as a hot dog bun, and inside it has whipped cream and custard. So, hmm. Oh,
Nomadic Gaijin in Japan said face red heart shade.
nomadic. I'm having a little nomadic cafe. You guys don't know nomadic gaijin. Uh, Big friend of the channel. He does traveling all around Japan, often in his car. Uh, does some awesome content, mainly on Twitch, but has some awesome videos here.
Stream elements bot running robot face. Learn how to customize the bot here. HTT.
Can turn that guy off. I don't know why Stream Elements can type that right now, but have to get rid of that later. So we're gonna crank up the car and we're going to drive to the incinerator. So in Japan, when you get rid of trash, it's called soldaigomi, this big trash.
Nomadic Gaijin in Japan said you are far too kind.
Uh, this big trash, you usually have to buy a sticker at a convenience store, and it would be like 400 yen for this board. This board was in our garage. A lot of this stuff is post-construction of the remodel of our house. Unfortunately, it got rotten and twisted. A lot of this other stuff as well due to some rain and typhoon and whatnot. As you can tell, it's raining right now. So I'm going to take it. It should cost me about 2,000 yen to throw away everything instead of 400 yen per piece of wood. I don't want to dump it. I want to be responsible. So we're going to get that going. So it takes about 20 minutes to get there. I've been there several times on stream. This is the first time this year, but it's raining. So I'm going to turn you guys around and I will let you go on the back here. Let me know if you want me to put you on super wide. I think just the wide is where we will start. So, Shupats Shinko. Let's ride. I was planning on doing this earlier today, but my son came home from school early because uh, they have some events going on.
Said throwing on the driving track.
Yep. So they have a half day, but then he had his club activities. So I stayed home and we had some steak and rice, salad, some tomatoes, side of some grilled peppers for lunch. So it was a nice afternoon. Also, if you guys didn't know, Luke Haynes, who's in the chat, my brother, he has joined me for several couch taste testings when I go back to the United States. He and I actually have a reaction channel on YouTube called kitchen couch entertainment. And we just concluded our first series, actually, which is a lot of fun. We did the third season of the Wheel of Time, and it's been a really great experience teaching him and learning with him how to do editing and all that kind of stuff. So, can you guys hear the music? I mentioned this the other day when I did a live stream that on either side of this road, the left and right is all ginkgo trees. And in the fall time, these ginkgo trees turn bright yellow and are really beautiful. The only problem is they drop their fruit, an ang, like a little apricot, and when they rot, they smell horrible. Uh, this coming Friday, the 2nd, I will be headed to Osaka Comic Con #3 here in Osaka, and I hope you guys can join me for that. We're getting to the days where we got these nice warm spring rains. Luke was just mentioning we were having a recording session this morning that it's like 80 degrees in Washington, D.C., where he lives. So uh, it's much cooler here.
Hygiene in Japan. Said, is it rainy in Osaka again?
Always, man. This is a running joke between myself and Nomadic is that it will be pouring rain and just nasty weather here. And then on his live stream over on Twitch, he's just has the most beautiful weather. It's absolutely insane. This tea is nice and warm. The other day, somebody asked me a question about license plates in Japan. The truck that we just passed is a commercial heavyweight trailer. So it has a green tag, a commercial. Normally in Japan, license plates are white with black numbers. And depending on where they come from, the characters actually look a little different. Uh, However, K cars, the smaller engine, smaller power cars that are compact, have yellow license plates. So right now we're coming up. There's a truck here on the left with a green covering. It's actually a K car, so it has a yellow license plate, which gives it certain tax benefits and cost effect, and also special parking spaces. Which do you guys prefer? Do you think you like this 1X or would you prefer the point 0.5 bright? When we get down here to the light for the next couple minutes, I'll change it over to point 0.5. All right. This is a pretty busy intersection, so when we stop, I will change the camera value. All right, we are stopped and parked. Here's some .5 for you. Uh, for some people, this may
Luke Haynes said currently watching Code Juice.
Code Juice. We were just talking about anime we like, and uh, Dandadan, one of the largest anime to come out last year on Netflix, super popular. In their top 10, I believe, was the most streamed anime last year. Their season 2 trailer just came out, and we just reacted to it over on the channel. So uh, he's like, I want to go watch some Code Geass. Um, the only problem with having bread like this is that it's so soft and so light that you just like can eat the whole thing in one go. This Shiro Namapan is only a limited time. They actually had a Black Thunder festival going on, and I tried to join that and get all of them, but it was a lot of money, and I didn't feel like eating chocolate like that. So this is nice though, especially nice with this hot tea. Mm. Now let's see if we actually get to go this light or do we have to wait? Because the problem here is two lanes merge that separate into a left, a right turn, and two front lanes, but there's a light right after you turn right, so this car in front of us, I'm going to put it on one for a second now that we've stopped. Uh, this is actually pharmaceuticals. We They will deliver medicine to people's houses. Is what it says on the back of their car. So if you can't make it, or you're injured, or you're sick or something, they'll actually bring the medication to you. Man, this bread is really, really good. I actually saw that With Me Japan, Yuka has come back from Tokyo and is currently, or was currently, doing a live stream at the expo. Um, I hope to go take some pictures. I made a little video about the Expo 2025 here on Sakai. And I just found out in June the X Games will be here for like 2 days. So there's lots of events coming up, and I hope that we can enjoy those events together. I'm gonna have to wait to turn this around because uh, can't change or operate the camera while driving. I hear an ambulance. I hope it is not behind us. Uh, it is really nice of all of you to join me here on Found in Japan. If you're new here and you just joined or you're watching later, I like to share about life, living, culture, all that stuff found in Japan. And right now, I think we're at 1,060 subscribers or something, and hopefully we'll be at the 3,000 watch hours. I actually just hit 5,000 watch hours recently, but sadly, a lot of those hours have expired, and I got to get to 4,000. So you know what that means? I got to make more content. So I'm gonna do that. I'm really terrified that we're gonna have a final destination moment, and this board just hit my camera. More scared than about it hitting my windshield. Uh, I really don't know how Luke does this, where he drives and then has like 10 or 15 people talking at the same time and trying to
Okay.
keep
So
track of the
funny
road.
that it makes me think of Final Destination.
Yeah, I actually, but there's like 40 or 50 pounds worth of stuff on top of the board right there. And it's not straight. It's like skewed, so it's not like a clean shot. Hopefully, hopefully, um, you know. Luke, can you hear the music through my headphones? I forgot to bring my mic today. I usually have a lav mic that I wear, and I completely forgot it. Um, between getting my son ready to leave and pack in the rain. Okay,
Okay. Said can't hear the rain either.
all right. Uh, I wish there was a function on this app where I could like double tap and it would just flip the screen, or like a triple tap. I'm gonna suggest that to the Prism Live people. Oh, boop. All right. So in about 3 kilometers, we're gonna turn left, and then we're gonna go through the little side streets, and then make a loop, and then we'll be at the incinerator. Not far. What I was saying in the video the other day was the license plates in Japan. I didn't realize this. The numbering based on where you're from looks slightly different in the font. So if the uh, police need to capture you or to find you or the vehicle, and they only get a partial plate reading, they can do it because the characters actually look different. It's crazy to me that you can't hear the rain at all. I was actually doing a test earlier at my house to try to see if I could get this speech text to speak to work on any of my other devices, and none of them worked. So, okay.
Emil J.A. said those guys riding motorcycles in the rain are famous head. I did it once and that was enough for me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, the motorcycles, no joke, and rain, like I can't tell you the number of times in North Carolina we would just see people just stop, just get under a bridge or an awning because it was just too dangerous. I think luckily Japanese roads are pretty non non-slick. So uh there's not a lot of oil. I know in America you see oil everywhere. But yeah, I wouldn't want to ride on the out in the rain here. I definitely get it though why Luke likes to chat because for one, it's dangerous to try to read the chat and it's illegal. And number two, it's nice to have it feel like somebody's talking to you. I definitely think if I had the sim set up and my server working, I could drive like really far away. How does it feel to be Final Destination-y, everybody? But I just finished the bread. I just cashed it. I'm debating on trying this gum my wife left in a car. Zichtals. We have like a lemon, a peach, mascot grape, orange, lychee, and a berry. And what's cool about this gum is that it comes with little papers to spit it into when you're done. So it's an actually kind of expensive gum. I was surprised it cost as much as it did, but my son took two pieces when I dropped him off just a minute ago at basketball. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera around. This is what the inside of a car looks like when you're driving in Japan. A lot of brown, or at least in the city. When you get to the Inaka, there's a lot more green. In fact, when we turn in a minute, we're going to go through a bunch of fields, agricultural land, and it'll get green for a minute. Let's turn you guys around. Now that it's boring, I can turn you back around. Oh, this tea is really good. I was debating between a coffee and a tea, and because I know that the live stream's going on, I decided, hey, you know what? Probably tea is good enough. I need to go to sleep. Tomorrow is a national holiday in Japan, so we're going to be doing some family stuff. Uh, ooh,
Luke Haynes said 1:40 a.m. and a cheermine and a slice of pizza sounds so good.
man, if you guys don't know, Cheerwine, a cherry flavored soda that is particular to the South, fantastic. It is only served at the fountain at Wendy's. So good. All right, taking a left. And now we get on to narrow roads.
Blue panes, 7-12 bones.
12 bones. Been a hot minute since I've had any type of ribs, to be honest. We used to get them here at TGI Fridays before they closed. If you're another hour from now, there's going to be kids walking up and down the road. This over here on the right is an elementary school, and that's a gymnasium. There would be kids walking up both sides of this street in the rain, making it much more scary to drive. I wish I knew how to set up the multicam so that I could have like a cam going out my window and then one out the back and then just have it periodically change. When we get to the place, I'm gonna actually have to step out for a minute. They have to check the inside of the car, and then I'm gonna have to sign some paperwork that's to say, yes, I'm throwing all this stuff away. Yes, I have a right to, and then where did I get it? Because they don't want people illegally dumping other people's stuff, or if it's stolen. If they found something in the trash, then they can say like, "Oh, this guy brought it." Uh, really happy with the. Ooh, we'll stop right here. Connection right now. It seems to be holding up pretty good. I'm surprised you can't hear the music. It's kind of loud to me. Got some lo-fi beats from the Stream Beats by uh, Harris Heller over Senpai Gaming. He made some lo-fi beats and tracks that are free to use in your streams on YouTube and Twitch. He said you don't have to call him out, but you know what? Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. All right. Wide trucks, narrow roads. You really have to be careful in Japan. Sometimes the power pole will be a concrete one in the middle of the road. These are offset, but down in Kishiwada, where I go pretty much 5 days a week, sometimes the power pole is in the road. Oh, I forgot we haven't done the Azalea walk this year. Maybe Wednesday. I'll have to, on my way home, if it's not raining, go and do that. Tonight, I'm going to be headed to Kishiwada per normal. And while I'm there, I hope I can edit some videos. Actually, there's a new video out on the channel today, a short, where I tried a new special edition Peach Pepsi Zero. And it was okay. I don't really like Pepsi at all. And I don't like zero non-sugar drinks normally. But it was pretty good. And it's for Banpaku, the special expo that's going on right now here in Osaka.
Samuel J.A. said at Luke and William, please look into finding a way to accept PayPal donations. They take the least percentage cut.
Yeah, the channel that Luke and I have been working on with our other brother Hank and with uh our cousin friend Aaron and some other guests, it's actually monetized right now, kinda, with memberships and stuff. Uh, I'm still not sure if I can use PayPal or not. I had an incident with them some years ago, and I don't know if I can how it works. So I've actually wanted to talk to Luke and some other American streamers about how, not my brother Luke, I should say Nomadic Gaijin, about how taxes work because right now I pay taxes in Japan, and because I pay taxes here, I don't have to pay any in the United States. But because Google is an American company and I'm an American, I'm afraid that I might start getting taxed in the United States. We'll wave this guy in so he doesn't get stuck forever. Yeah, I've actually talked to Luke earlier about like coffee. I know that's what the Snack Sisters use. Daniel and Yuka also use that so that it can notify you that someone's made a donation to help out the channel. Um, I've never set one up, so I'm curious. I just put my arm. I don't know see how yellow that is. I just put my arm on the dash like this, and it hurts really bad. I guess at kendo practice this week, I got hit a little harder than I thought. Um, yeah, that's kind of crazy. I did kendo on Saturday with a couple upper level senseis in my local dojo, and I just got smacked right in the arm. I can actually remember I didn't realize it was swollen. We're about 2 or 3 minutes away, so before we turn, I'm gonna change the camera back around. But pretty soon, I'm gonna be getting a haircut. I've been debating on if I should.
Games said donations would be great. We spoke earlier about some handing out live streams.
Yeah, the whole point of Kitchen Couch is to chill. So we may have to do a collaboration, Found in Japan and Kitchen Couch, and I do some cooking and Luke hangs out on the couch. So here we go. Because this stuff ain't free. It is fun though. Like I've learned so much about editing and talking to people, and I just need to be better at it. That's it. And it's so cool to think about it.
Currently hanging out on the couch.
It's where you're meant to be. Maybe not the best thing for near 2 a.m. on a Sunday though. Yamada Denki. This is like an all electronic store, but also household goods a little bit. This is a big one. And this is Nitori, the big green teal sign. Huge version of like home furniture interior design. Really cheap, really, really affordable. This whole section is getting developed a lot because it's on they just got an extension and new off ramp from the interstate here, the Kosoku Dodo. Off to the left, you can see a little tower sticking up above this factory, and that's where we're going. Hopefully, with it being 2:45 and that they close at 4:30, there will not be much of a line. I've been here before where it was like an hour or two wait. And oh, sweet, nobody. So this is the Sakai Clean Center Higashi Kojo. You can't see it, but over here on the right, this way, where my finger is, that way, there's actually a giant park. It's a really nice, uh, really cool entranceway and slide. From Daniel and Yuko would love it. We will have to wait in line while we approach the scales because uh, corporate trucks and privatized trash trucks get right away.
Luke Haynes said, "All right. Good night, all."
All right, night, Louie. Whoa. こんにちは。超醍醐味。
予約してる。
予約してないです。
予約してなかったらアウトなの。
あ、そうですか。前来た時に入れなかった。何回も前に来たけど、予約は入れなかった。
もう、それは3月末までで。
あ、
で
そうですか。
はい。家のゴミでしょ。
そうそうそう。
授業じゃないね。家のゴミ。
そうそう、家だけです。
ダメなのか。
そうですか。ええ。
予約したら番号で
ああ、
番号。それがないと受付できなくなったんですよ。
あ、前に紙を自分で書くやつ。
今も全部コンピューターで
ああ、はいはいはいはい。はい。そうですか。それ知らなかった。今日、もし、すぐやったら、
あさって
次の、
水曜、いや、今週の水曜日、今日月でしょ。水曜日。水曜日の、好きな時間に予約して取れます。
わかりました。
今日。臨海とここあるから、ここに入れてね。
はい。ちょっと車が来ました。はい。All right. Well, apparently we can't throw away the trash because we need to have a yoyaku, which means we need to have an arrangement to bring it, which, uh, All right, well, I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna go to another place and see if we can't register right now, even though he said we can't. So, itadakimasu. I think there's a Lawson, yeah. All right, so let's pull into this Combini. All right, you guys can watch the traffic here while I turn this off and try to open this website. Well, this is not fun and not great. Well, I'm a little frustrated because I had no idea that this happened, and I guess I'm gonna get not happy when I get home. So,
Emil J.A. said, is that a new rule?
yeah, so this is the paper that they gave me, and I haven't been here in probably half a year, and it said that at the end of last year they changed the rule so that from Reiwa Nana, right here, Reiwa Nana, Ichigatsu, so January, if you're before you come, you need to uh, bring and it actually says right here on the paper that you have to do it within 2 days prior, but up to 60 days in advance. So I think even if I find this website, it won't let me register even if I want to. Um, let me check real quick. Um, Yoyaku. Do I need to? So they stopped doing it on Sunday, and uh, let's see. This ain't fun. I'm gonna turn you guys around for a minute because I'm feeling a bit angry. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a new account. So what I'm gonna get to do is go back to my house and unpack all of this trash. Um, because you have to do 2 days. They will not take it today. So here we go. We're not going to the trash incinerator cool thing. We're just gonna go for a ride. Since we have people here, that's a cool effect. Let me put you guys on ultra wide because Luke said he liked that better. And load up the chat.
Emil J.A. said sorry about that. Thank you for taking us along for the ride.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, you wouldn't think to make a reservation to go to the dump. Uh, I guess they had too many people coming too often or something. Uh, I'm hoping that this means I don't have to spend my day off that I was going to go to Comic Con to take this trash now. Um, really kind of sucks. Glad to know that the what's it called works. The text to speech. I guess I just need to buy. I need to get a secondary job so I can buy another phone that's a Android. The gas over here looks pretty expensive. Their board is broken. It's saying that it costs 888 yen per liter for regular gas. So actually, what he asked me for was yoyaku bango. Yoyaku in Japanese means reservation, and bango means number. So, uh, yeah. I guess I will get home and unload all this stuff back into the garage.
Emil J.A. said, "Are you guys fans of the John Wick series? Did you see that new spin-off film coming out soon?"
Yeah. Uh, Huge fans. I saw the first one in the theater. Was surprised it didn't get as popular as it did at first, but seeing each of them in the theater, and then we actually did a reaction to Ballerina with Anna de Armas, I think, like a month ago. So should be exciting. It's cool when a professional stunt person does makes a movie, is the director and knows what they want to do. So uh, John Wick 4, not the best. Uh, I like the show, The Continental. It was good. Talking about Winston and how he becomes the head of the Continental. Did you enjoy those series?
Emil J.A. said, "John Wick films are awesome. I didn't see the show yet."
The show is different, being that it's like a TV show, how it's spread out and the scenes and stuff. But I really enjoyed it. The actor who plays Winston in the current films is amazing. I like him in American Gods, but he's been in a lot of cool stuff. I definitely suggest checking it out. Actually, up here on the right, we have a little shopping mall, and they have like a Don Quixote, Syria, sports place. This is actually on the Midosuji, the main uh, road back to the subway to into Osaka City, the Midosuji. But we're gonna turn left and go south. One of Luke's favorite places over here, Hard Off. Man loves himself a bargain shop. Good old nomadic Gaijin and his treasure hunting. This is actually one of the main roads into Osaka City from the south part. We're coming up on Nakamozu. Nakamozu being
Sean said, "Gango."
the southernmost station here in Osaka. Hello, Sean. Guess the old league taking a break. We're just enjoying the rain and drive around right now. Could have been at home playing league.
Just hit a bonga chest workout with the Neemster.
Oh, that's right. When I left, you guys, you could hear Neem in the back.
The rain looks like a bye.
It is. Can you hear the lo-fi? I got it playing off the MacBook right now.
Sean said, no, not really.
How about now?
Sean said, oh, now I can.
Yeah, I think if I had a proper mic on instead of my headphones, you'd be able to hear it better. This road is notoriously bad for traffic, so extra watch time.
Back in the clay said, did I miss it?
You did miss it, Clay, in that we went and then we got there and they're closed. Not closed. They require a reservation. And it has to be 2 days in advance as a new rule. So even though I got there, I was not allowed to go in. I'm gonna take my headphones off, see if you guys can hear me.
Hey, said Mater D Ha. Sean said, that's some bullshit, bro.
Yep. What's really gonna not be fun is when I tell my wife and then it's gonna be my fault. But that's the world we live in. I got to have a nice piece of bread. I had the shironama konpepan. How does this sound without my headphone mic, just off of the phone mic? We can say this was the test run. Oh, it became a Tesla showroom. Over here on the left, there's a Tesla showroom.
Back in the clay said, even if TW not your fault, it's always your fault being the Danasama.
Yeah. This place over here on the left used to be
Sean
a Audi.
said the rain is louder and the lo-fi is quieter. I with the camera setup you got going on dough.
What's it? Who is it? We could do 1x, and I think it's a little clearer. The light's different. Careful, everybody. 5-0. We got the police. Whoop whoop! The police. I feel like I have to be louder though, so I'm gonna put the headphones back on and see. Which is better, you guys? The headphones on, headphones off?
Sean said, nah, I meant it looks good, brother. Back in the clay said, pull over Gaijin Sana.
Yeah. I've actually heard they tend not to pull over foreigners just
Sean
for
said
trouble.
phone's better.
Yeah. Phone it. Hopefully we don't lose connection in this tunnel. I actually looked at moving here when I got married. Partly because this being the end of the subway line would mean that I would get a seat every day. Stop in the car.
Emil J.A. said your voice volume was lower. We can hear the music and rain on speaker. It's nice. Sean said, how about you cut and go in 100 on the dash and see if you get pulled over.
Yeah, we won't be doing that. I'm enjoying this warm milk tea, no longer hot. This bread I actually got
Back in the
was
clay.
free.
But was it closer to your school?
No. When I worked in Osaka City, yes, it would have been closer to my schools, but now it doesn't matter because where I do live, there's an express train, and that express train, I don't get to sit down, but I skip all these stations. So it's goes to the same place, Nakamozu, but I don't have to go to 10,000 subway stops.
Back in the clay. Said nice. The Express. Sean said, can you make your own incinerator on the beach and just have a big ass bonfire going?
Where I'm from in North Carolina, that's actually how it tends to go. You take the backhoe and you dig a hole and you just put your stuff in it and burn it. Not great for the environment, and I don't have anywhere I could do that here. Also, several of the things I have in here are household goods that are fabric, wood, and plastic, and some of them needed to be disposed of, like for metal refinement and stuff. So earlier I was talking about different license plates and how they mean different things, and over here there's a black license plate. That black means that it's a commercial vehicle, but yellow, I think it's a K, commercial. So if the text was white, it would be a commercial regular vehicle.
Back in the clay. Said burning. Sounds like Ruino. By the way, some say the mystery has been solved.
Oh. Ruino monster. There's a really nice French restaurant near here that I used to go to with my wife. We're gonna stop. No final destination, please. Here's the rain vibe. Welcome to the Matrix. This right yellow building on the right is where I go to look at computer stuff when I'm don't feel like going all the way into town. Apparently Discord is still open on my MacBook here. Jaguar, Land Rover. So with the people who are in chat right now, which is better, this 0.5 or the 1?
In the clay, said either. Sean, said the 0.5 fascio.
0.5 for show. I think
JA, said either.
I think the main difference is with the 0.5 it's wide and it's more stable, and with the 1 it's clearer and.
Sean, said 8 I'm a game. See you later, beast.
All right. Peace, Sean. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. I will be joining you shortly, I guess. Hamadera Koen is that way. It's really wild to me that for a lot of Japanese people that live in Osaka, this is considered like outside the city. This is starting to get into the countryside, whereas for me, this is still like big city. I think Sakai City is one of the largest cities in Osaka Prefecture. I don't know. I'm just really excited that the text works, because now I know how to do it. Maybe I'll find like a 4,000 yen used Android phone. We'll stop the wipers for a minute so you can see it streaking down. Yeah. I've said it on so many streams and videos before, but one of the funniest events of my entire life in Japan happened right up here. After the Hariyama, yeah, I turned it down because of a Spotify ad. I don't have Spotify Premium because that costs money that I don't have. I guess I could have got it instead of buying bread and stuff this week, but right here on the left there's a Lawson's, there was a guy standing out here in the middle of the summertime in a panda suit. And it must have been...
Said I got Spotify free too.
It probably was like 40 degrees, like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And he's wearing this head-to-toe black and white panda suit, spinning around a sign saying, "Come in, we have ice cream." And the wind started to blow, and it broke the sign in half that he was spinning around. And when he went to pick it up, it broke in half again. So it was like this poor guy, but watching it was super, like, it was $1 million video on Twitch, or like...
Back in the clay. Said I just turned on my heater.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So we've almost come full loop. Yeah, poor panda. We've almost made a loop back to where we started. Sakai. Over here we have a building that looks like a giant church.
Emil J.A. said, do all the local municipal recycling dumps have that same rule?
I have no idea. As I was saying, this place over here that looks like a cathedral is a cathedral for weddings only. It's a wedding chapel. Some of my wife's friends got married there. Yeah, I have no idea. So, just kind of crappy. Over here on our left right now is Sakai Station, and they have a really nice donut place here where all the donuts are made with soy products.
Back in the clay, said William. Just drive to the next closest, since you got it packed in the car?
The next closest is also owned by the city, and it's going to have the same restrictions. So the best thing to do is to go home and unpack everything and then explain it as best I can.
Raymond Canoy said, angry face with horns, angry face with horns, angry face with horns, angry face with horns.
Now I know why they have repeated emojis blocked.
Face with horns, smiling face with horns, smiling face with horns.
Hello, Candy. Raymond. So I could get from here being more countryside, but we're about to come up on a station that has like dozens of 20-story tall apartment buildings.
Clay, said William. Did the center give you documentation so you can explain it to your wife?
Yeah, I got a paper with the reservation number. So apparently, and the paper does say it on there, but we just didn't know. So if anybody's interested in seeing what it's like, I think I've made 2 other live videos. Just unfortunate. So perhaps I'll change the title from going to the incinerator to can we go to the incinerator on a rainy day?
I want to see IRL in real time.
I'll have to get it out for you when we stop up here. He had it prepared, a whole file. I guess it's good that I didn't kill myself to get there this morning, because I would have been really upset to throw away my day. Like I said, Luke and I recorded 3 or 4 trailer reactions this morning to different TV shows and movies, and we talked about life and chatted for a bit. I'm really fortunate that we live in this time that we do, because when I came to Japan, I could talk to my brother, but he was in college and I was working a lot. And
back in the clay, said I didn't mean the documentation, the trip to the center and the process.
Yeah. My wife will be able to check the video if she wants, but the paper on how you register is also, maybe I'll make a YouTube video about that. Yeah, that would be a good thing to know. Maybe I will record it as soon as we get back. So like, this is considered the Inaka, but there's several 20-story apartment buildings. Actually, the one right here on the right, I also went to look at. It's an apartment, and they've cut the floor out of some of the apartments, so you have stairs inside, so it's like a 2-story house inside an apartment building. I did walk along one of these bridges up here one day, did for a sunset. It was really nice for a live stream. It's all okay. It's a minor setback, but the world is not over and nobody got hurt.
Back in the clay, said yeah, those staircases, I saw it in a cagey crime drama.
True. So that's an older, probably 30-year, 40-year-old building. It was 2 stories. I think when we looked at it at the time, it was Juni Mayen, which at that time was about $1,200 US. I don't know how much it costs now, but if it's still the same amount, then that means that it would be, I don't know, 800 US. We actually own an apartment that we rent out where we first lived after we had kids, and it's a 4 LDK and in a 16-year-old apartment, and I think it's pretty nice, and it rents out for about $1,000 for a 4-bedroom apartment with a living room, dining room, kitchen, bathroom. I'm not sure the exact price though. It might be less than that in dollars. I remember when we first got married, we looked at moving into Nakamozu, which I said, but the next station up, we went to go look. It's called Mikunigaoka, and we asked to meet the property manager, and he pulled up in an Alfa Romeo, kitted out head to toe in like designer clothes, and his kids got out in like head to toe polo, Ralph Lauren. And I was like, oh, so you own this apartment? And he goes, no, I own the building. And there were 45 units, and each unit was like a minimum of $1,000 a month. So it was just like, wow, this guy's making like 40-50,000 a month off of this building. I don't know if you guys watched it or not, but
Back in the clay, said last winter, my studio apartment in Nishi, Yokohama was $800 USD, furnished a month, for 2 months.
oh, that's not bad at all. Right here, there's a Lawson we just passed on the right, and that's actually where I started my winter ski trip video with my family. When we went sledding in northern Shiga Prefecture on the other side of Lake Biwa. Really fun trip. Yeah, if anybody's still watching and doesn't know, Back in the Clay does content too. You can check him out. He does a lot of trips, really cool stuff. There's a Family Mart right here, which I've done several videos from, and we're gonna pull in there.
Back in the clay, said everyone in Kansai, it's all about Lake Biwa for recreation.
Yeah. This Family Mart up here on the right is where we're gonna
Back in the
pull
clay,
in.
said by the way, I was walking in Beverly Hills today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so if you're interested, make sure to go check out Clayton.
Back in the clay, said THX found in Japan.
Yeah, no. We got to support each other. But this laundromat right here is where I've done many a taste test video. So we're just gonna pull in here. Like this, and then point you guys the other way. So yeah, here's all the trash that was supposed to be thrown away today. There's the paper that says that you can register 24 hours a day is okay, up to 60 days in advance, up to 2 days before you have to log in. There's a QR code and whatnot. I will make a video about that later. What's DCM? No, DCM KOD2 Home Center got their company reformed, so it's just a home center. But all right, I appreciate you guys being here for me, and sorry that we could not go to the incinerator. I will link a video down below where we've actually gone and thrown stuff away, and I'm gonna drive like 10 minutes that way and then go to my house, I guess, and see if I can't get this stuff unloaded in the rain before I gotta drive my son to the doctor's office. So thank you very much for joining me in this video. I really do appreciate it. If you'd like to see more videos like this, once this is done and uploaded, I will add a link over here where you can check out another video, and I hope that you enjoyed that one like you've enjoyed this one. Enjoyed the rain and the ride around of things found in Japan. So until next time, mata ne. Peace.